I'll be starting the demo session today. Today we'll just discuss about what we're going to do in the session. I'll give an introduction about myself and about what I have done previously. So we're going to start a session about Python for undergraduates. Okay. So what are we going to discuss in our session? We'll start from the Python fundamentals and then we'll go to sequences, sets and maps, and we'll get to know how to control the program by using modules and functions and other things. Then we'll go to into the higher things about NumPy, Panda, and then with all these, you'll be able to do your mini project that I will assign you guys. So whenever when we are trying to do this program, we will incorporate the things as design learning, innovative coding, and analytical strategies. So as here we are going to do data science mini projects. So that's why I have chosen NumPy and Panda modules for you guys. So I'll just explain the courseware in detail for you guys. First, we'll go with the fundamentals and the data types. So in the session 1, we'll go into installation of Python and also installation about VS Code and the editor which we are going to use. And then we'll give a simple introduction about programming and how to code by using Python. After that, in session 2, we'll go through operators, variables, and strings. In session 3, we'll go with the sequences, sets, and maps, such as lists, tuples, dictionaries, and sets. These all are the sequences, different types of sequences, and sets and maps. After that, we have flow control. In flow control, we have the logical thinking, like if and else, or and after that we have the loops. Those are for loop and while loop. And then we'll go to the design thoughts. For designing a program, the main fundamentals which you need to know are about functions, modules, and classes and objects. So I'm going to explain these three parts in the session 5, 6, and 7. And then we'll go into the higher classes about data science modules. So that will be about NumPy, file operations, and pandas. Okay, so this whole program will be of 20 hours, and we will include all this, and we will do many projects such as banking, a project about banking, hotel advisor, hospital management, and supermarket management. So this is my introduction. I'm the speaker, Vybhava Raghavendra Devarkonda. So about me, I'm an international robotics champion. So I have been through many robotics championships, and also I have went to USA for two to three times to participate in the International RoboFest. And I'm proud to say that I have won in the national level RoboFest, and I've got in top 10 in the international position. After that, we have presented many expos in IIT Hyderabad, T-Hub Hyderabad, and also in IIT Sangareddy and JNTUH Karimnagar. And as I told, I have participated in RoboFest that was held in Lawrence Technological University, Michigan. And also the other season was held in Florida. After that, I have achieved 100% score in 26 seconds for the Robo Hit game at IIT Hyderabad. So this was a competition conducted by uh, the Lawrence Tech University, and over there I have scored 100% in just 26 seconds. And as I told you, I got top 10 in the worldwide. That was I got 98% accuracy, and we just missed the cup over there. But that's okay. And then this is my robot blog post. Here I will post my robotic experiences and experiments. So I have many experiences that you can take a look on, and after that we'll go to this. What did I do? I mean, you have the feeling that am I eligible to teach you, right? So for that question, I have many answers. I have mentored the first Lego League team. uh, like there are many children and many participants for the first Lego League. So I have been mentoring them for quite some years, and then I have mentored for many robotic classes. So I have trained so many people about robotics, and then I have also trained the trainers. So I have trained many trainers on different programming things like C, and now I'm going to start the new session Python. And then yeah, I have trained more than 5,000 students and assisted the trainers to train them. And the most important thing is that I love coding. I'm very passionate for coding. That's why I develop myself for further experiences and for further things. And then what is my aim? My aim is to become a world class scientist. I am passionate about robotics and also a taekwondo champ. And when it comes to programming, the most essential thing that a programmer should have is he has to love challenges, because when he goes into programming, he'll have many challenges in forward of him. And then the last thing is that I am a young CEO for the startup company Vybhava Robotics. So yeah, now let's go into our course, like what I will be teaching. So the first thing is about design thinking. What do we even have inside design thinking? Like first, it's about how you design your program. So first of all, you define your things. So, like you figure out the problem. What is the problem that you have? After like if you have a program about solving some math problems, first thing is you have to find out what the problem is. After you find out what the problem is, you have to generate your ideas how to solve the problem. So you'll get some ideas when you're doing ideating. After that, when you're trying to solve the problem, writing the code for it, that is known as prototyping, creation and experimentation. So when you're doing in the process of prototyping, you will go to emphasize. That means understanding people. This means that when you're developing the code for further developments, like if you want to, you'll have changes in your program in the middle. If you're like look and feel, you'll change the look and feel of the program so that the program appears like whenever a person sees you handling the program, they'll be shocked, like they'll be amused that you have done it. So that is called emphasis, developing your program. And in the middle you have testing. So testing is a must, right? For checking if your program works, you have to go with testing. And this is a continuous process until you get the required output. So after emphasizing, you'll face some more problems. Again, you'll define the problems, you'll go to ideate, you'll get the solution, you'll do prototyping, again testing, and this is a continuous process. Now we're gonna learn Python. So basically Python is a programming language. If you want to learn Python, you have to understand what is a programming language. So yeah, what is a programming language? Can any one of you guys answer this? I want answers from you guys. Yeah, Rajendra.
Yeah, it's a program is the instructions to computer to solve our problems
Yeah, it's a instruction to computer to solve our problems.
with
Okay.
our logic, with our logic implementation.
Yeah, without logical implementation. Good. Yeah, can anyone else add up to it? Do you guys want to add a point? Okay, so we'll see. A program is a set of instructions that can be executed by a computer. So it's like, uh, basically, it's like when humans want to interact with each other, we use language. We communicate with each other like in our mother tongue, or basically English or any language which you know, right? So the basic thing that we are doing over here is communication. The other person will only understand your problem when we communicate with him. So the same thing happens with the computer. To For the computer to understand our problem, it has to have a language that it can understand. So we have to, if you want to speak to it, we have to learn that language. That language is programming language. So it's like here we give the program as a problem, and then we give the instructions how to solve the problem. That program is then converted into binary codes, the compiler or something, and then it will get solved. The computer will give us the output. So this is basically what a programming language is. So now you guys know what is a programming language. Now let's get into what is Python, because our course main objective is only Python, right? So what is Python? Python is a general purpose programming language. That means Python has various number of fields that it can go into. Like we can, if you learn Python, we can get into any field that you want. It is the interpreted language. Interpreted language means that it does not have a compiler. It will just get the output directly without compiling. And then it supports object-oriented programming. So Python not only supports object-oriented programming, but also supports other type of programming like modules and those all. So object-oriented is something like we'll create the functions and then we'll define functions for the program, and then we'll continue the program by using those. This is basically known as OOPS programming, OOPS. And then with all this, it is a high level programming language. Yeah, as I told you, Python can be used in any number of ways. So it has a widespread over its hands. And if you ask me why only Python, it's the best programming language for beginners to start with because it's super easy to learn. If you want to know, if you want me to prove it, you can just take a look about on this picture. Like this is the comparison between just a simple hello world program from four different languages: C, C++, Java, and Python. So if you see in C, you have 4 to 5 lines. In C++, you have again 4 to 5 lines. In Java, that's a lot, like 6 lines. And in Python, it's just a small hello world, just a small line. So I guess you can just by looking at this, you know why only Python. Like it's the easiest programming language that anyone can learn. Even small children can get onto hold with Python. But yeah, and they can do miracles. But it's like if you guys underestimate Python, well, that's not a good thing because Python is used in different like huge companies like in NASA, in Google, YouTube. All these companies use Python in for doing some tasks. So for us learning Python, the person who made it possible is Udo van Rossum. So this man is the creator for Python, and he named Python because he liked a TV show. It's a British TV show named Python. Okay. So now you guys will have a question. Where do we learn? I mean, where do we implement Python? Well, Python is used like all over these stuff. From web internet development, we have GUI applications. That is like we have apps like what do you say, desktop apps and all those. And then we have scientific numeric calculations. Like this is about data science that we'll be discussing. Sorry, this is about data science that we will be discussing in our session. And then we have software developments. After that we have education, and then business applications will involve the statistics and all those. And then we have database access. There we'll get to know about different types of database, and we'll have relations, all those. After that we have network programming, games, and 3D graphics. So as you can see, Python is used almost everywhere. So now I'll just show you some hands-on demo. Um, yeah. Um, so this is where we're gonna do our Python programs. This is called VS Code. I will uh, I will tell you how to install it in our sessions. First, I'll just save a Python code. Okay. So we'll just do a small program that will solve like yeah. So I know many of us, maths is a big headache, right? So we can solve many complex math problems with Python, and that is just by using a module as NumPy. So I'll just show you a small program how to solve equations. So I'm going to use numpy for this, and over here we'll take a equation as 3x plus y is equal to, sorry, 3x plus y is equal to, let's check the equation. 3x plus y is equal to 9, and then x plus 2y is equal to 8. So I'll just this is a small linear equation. So we'll see how to solve these type of linear equations by using Python. So the first thing is that we have to define, we have to name this equation over here. So I'll say a is equal to array, I'll define it as 3 comma 1, and then one more as 1 comma 2. So I'm giving the coefficient matrices over here, and then here we have to give the constants. So I'll just explain all of this when we're going to do the course. You don't need to worry about this right now. Yeah, this is, I just defined the two arrays, and now here we are done until assigning the array values. And for solving the array, I mean solving the linear equation, we just have as a one line program, that is np dot linalg dot solve a comma t. Okay, yeah, I forgot one parenthesis over here. This is not required. Oh, sorry. We have to print that over here. So yeah, I'll just print it over here. I'll say x is equal to this, print x. So this is the answer. So the value for x is 2 and the value for y is 3. So as you can see, we can solve complex, like this is just a simple linear algebra problem, but we can also solve complex problems by using like simple 2 to 3 line programs. And then I'll show you, just show you one data over here. As you're dealing with data science, I'll just show you a website. You guys might have known this. Arogya Setu. So I guess you guys know this website, Arogya Setu. Like nowadays, it's for basically it gives updates about corona, right? So over here, they give us a table about all the data of we have the confirmed cases and all those. So we can access to this data by using Python. So I'll go to here. I'll start the IDE over here. This is called the Python IDE. Here I'm going to use pandas. Yeah. So these are the two most essential modules for data science. I'll be explaining about pandas also in our session. So in pandas, we have easy functions such as read HTML. So we'll just see what it will do. Here I just need to give this URL. Yeah. Okay, so it's reading the HTML file, and then I'll just print what it read. So we'll get all the values from there. Whatever values we have in this website, we got all those values over here, and we can use these values for our statistical development. Like if you want to know what is the maximum number of cases in which state has a maximum number of cases, you can find it by using this source, right? So okay, I'll just so now it's currently just stored in format of list. I'll give 0. Now it's a df. Yeah. Um. Say I want to. Yeah. Now you can see that it's sorted in a way of alphabetical order. Like it starts from Andaman and Nicobar, right? Now I want to change the sort by using confirm. Okay. Let's just try that. So I'll say yeah. So because it's a demo, I'm just showing it briefly. When we go into the sessions, I'll show you. I'll just go from the basics. You'll get to know everything that I'm gonna do over here. Okay. Yeah. See, now you can see that it's getting sorted um, on the basis of confirmed list, and this is getting sorted in ascending order, right? Because starting from 0, and here it has a maximum value, Maharashtra. And yeah. So let's just okay. So yeah. Now what should we do? Okay. So I have shown you about pandas, right? I'll just show you another similar program about plotting different graphs. In maths, that too in statistics, we'll have many things to plot, right? For say, I'll just take some values as like first I just have to import the module. It's called matplot library. Spelling is wrong over here. Okay. Yeah. I'll just take two lists, A and B again. I'll give the values 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. And then in the second one, I'll give the values which I have to plot. So it's basically like A is the x-axis and B is the y-axis. Let's take some values as some 30, 50, 22, 60, 2, 3, 4, 55. Okay, so I'll just plot these values. So it's plt dot plot A comma B, plt dot show. See, now you can see these values are plotted, right? Like for 1 we have 30, for 2 we have 50, and then for 3 we have 22. That will be between 10 and 20, 0 and 25. And then for 4 we have 60. Yeah. And then 5 we have 55. So this is just a basic plotting program. Yeah, so I'll just in the session I'm going to teach you deeply in how to use this type of programs, how to use pandas, how to use NumPy, and how to plot these graphs, how to do statistical analysis. Starting from the basics, I started from the basics and then go step by step into this. So yeah, in the end, I'll give you a chance for you all guys to do your mini projects. So I'll give you some projects for you. The first project is hospital management. So here you guys have two things to do. The first thing is that whenever you go into a hospital, the hospital will have the patient info, right? Like if there is to ask the patient name, you'll find it like his phone number, his health results, and which room number he is allocated. And also you'll have the other department as pharmacy billing. So when you go to the pharmacy store, they'll give you a bill. You have to do these two types of programming. This is your one of your mini projects. After that, we have hotel advisor. So basically, what does a hotel advisor do? Like we have Trivago and all those, right? What does it do? It searches for the lowest price hotels near the location which you have searched, right? So yeah, first thing is rooms management. That is about the hotel which you want to book, like a double bedroom or single bedroom and all those. After that, we have again billing in this. So I'm giving a billing as common for everything because uh, yeah, that is one of the main things in any type of data. So after that, we have supermarket management. In supermarket management, we have inventory. That means here we have to store data about what all objects are there in the store, right? So we have to have all the data. Whenever the item is over, we have to restore it. So it's like that. We have to check if the item is there in the store. We have to edit the database and all those. And then again, we have customer billing. And the last one is banking. In banking, again, we have two things: customer operations and petty cash. Customer operation is very easy. It's like you have to get the database about the customers. If he wants to draw cash, you have to let him withdraw the cash, and also he'll get deposits and all those. And then petty cash. Yeah, so this is just a demo for you guys. And if you're interesting and you want to learn Python, why are you waiting, guys? Just register for this awesome Python adventure. You can contact us by using this two phone numbers. First one is the WhatsApp number 961-871-5457. Second one is the landline number 04040267455. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me.
Yeah, this is Rajendra here. So my first question is, are we going to use database and what is the prerequisite to attend this course?
We are not going to go deep into databases. I'm just going to give you a short intro about pandas and NumPy. So it's like the fundamentals which you need to know for using it. We'll have data from we're not going to do something like Excel and all those, but yeah, we'll use the data from Excel and CSV files.
For many projects, you are telling that it is going to be, we are going to dealing with,
Yeah,
as
yeah,
of now, I understand that
that will not be as high level as database systems. It can be done easily by using Python.
so you are using the values, passing the values in the program and retrieving that, right?
Yeah, we'll use pandas and filter those values.
So my other question is very silly, but you are expert in robotics, but how it is useful in the robotics? You didn't mention in your slide actually. Is it useful for in
Okay,
robotics
yeah.
or?
Python, as I told you, Python is used almost everywhere, right? The main use for data science in Python is for machine learning and artificial intelligence. So in artificial intelligence, what do we have? It has to guess the next probability, right? And that is all done by using Python and the data science. It will use all these values from pandas, NumPy, with the help of NumPy. and then it will get the probability from the what you have to do next.
Okay, thanks.
Guys, do you have any more doubts?
Which version of Python we should have downloaded for the course?
Yeah, I will tell you about the instruction for Python in the first class. No need to
Okay.
worry about it, and we're gonna use Python version 3.
Okay. Thank
Thank you guys for listening to the demo.